Chinese frigate fires military laser at USS Mustin Bridge. Automated response locks weapons on aggressor and forces immediate retreat in 3 minutes. South China Sea, 89 nautical miles southeast of Taiwan. USS Mustin conducts freedom of navigation operation. Arleigh Burke-class destroyer, international waters, lawful transit, routine patrol. Standard operations demonstrating international law applies to all nations equally. At 2:51 p.m., Chinese Type 054A frigate Yuncheng closes from portside. Range, 4,200 meters. Standard shadowing, normal Chinese behavior. Professional distance maintained. Nothing unusual, nothing threatening. Until 2:53 p.m. Green laser light illuminates USS Mustin's bridge. Powerful military-grade laser. Not warning laser. Not navigation laser. Weapons-grade directed energy weapon. Designed to blind, dazzle, incapacitate. Aimed directly at bridge windows. At American personnel. At ship control officers. Laser power, 30 kilowatts. Duration, 4.7 seconds sustained burst. Effect, bridge crew temporarily blinded. Officers disoriented. Helmsman unable to see. Navigation compromised. Ship control degraded. Dangerous. Hostile. Aggressive act against American warship in international waters. This is attack. This is assault. This is act of war. But Chinese frigate crew made catastrophic miscalculation. They assumed blinding bridge crew disables destroyer. Wrong assumption. Fatally wrong. Because USS Mustin's AEGIS combat system doesn't operate from bridge. Combat Information Center controls weapons. Deep inside ship. Armored. Protected. Unaffected by laser. And AEGIS detected laser attack instantly. Classified attack as hostile act. Automated defensive protocols activated. Weapons systems responding without human intervention required. What happens in next 3 minutes becomes Chinese Navy's most humiliating defeat through stupidity. Stay with me. Because what happens when Chinese frigate attacks American destroyer with laser demonstrates why modern warships have automated defense systems that respond instantly to aggression. At 2:53:04 a.m., USS Mustin's laser warning receivers detect Chinese directed energy weapon. Sensors measuring wavelength, power level, duration, direction, classification, military-grade laser, attack profile, hostile intent, threat level, high, response, immediate. AEGIS combat system executes pre-programmed defensive response. No human approval required for initial phase. Speed essential. Automation superior. System responds faster than humans can decide. Step 1. AN/SPG-62 fire control radar locks onto Chinese frigate. X-band illumination. Targeting solution calculated. Range, 4,200 meters. Bearing, 274 degrees. Speed, 18 knots. Course, parallel. Every parameter measured, tracked, updated continuously. Step 2. Weapon stations activate automatically. Mk-45 5-inch gun rotates toward target. Harpoon missile launchers orient. Standard missiles ready. Phalanx CIWS tracking. Every weapon system targeting Chinese frigate simultaneously. Complete weapons lock achieved in 1.7 seconds. Step 3. Active electronically scanned array, AESA. Radar floods Chinese frigate with electromagnetic energy. Powerful jamming. Communications disrupted. Navigation systems confused. Fire control degraded. Electronic warfare attack accompanying weapons lock. Chinese frigate Yuncheng suddenly realizes catastrophic mistake. Their laser attack triggered automatic American response. They're now targeted by every weapon system aboard destroyer. Fire control radar illuminating. Missile launchers oriented. Naval gun aimed. Electronic warfare active. Americans prepared to shoot. Immediate. Overwhelming. Lethal. What's your assessment of automated defense? Type A for response speed. Type B for weapon coordination. Type C for psychological impact. At 2:53:08 a.m., Captain David Martinez reaches Combat Information Center. Status report, what happened? Captain, Chinese frigate fired military laser at bridge. Weapon systems automatically locked on aggressor per defensive protocols, awaiting authorization to engage. Captain Martinez sees tactical display. Chinese frigate targeted. Weapons ready. Fire control active. Electronic warfare executing. Perfect response to hostile act. But escalation decision requires human judgment. Maintain weapons lock. Do not fire unless they attack again. Broadcast warning on international frequency. Document everything. I want every second recorded. This is their mistake. We demonstrate restraint while showing capability. At 2:53:23 a.m., USS Mustin broadcasts internationally. Chinese frigate Yuncheng, this is USS Mustin, United States Navy. You have attacked American warship with directed energy weapon. This constitutes hostile act under international law. You are locked by fire control radar and targeted by all weapon systems. Any further hostile action will result in your immediate destruction. Acknowledge and withdraw immediately. Silence. 15 seconds. Chinese frigate bridge crew processing. They attacked American destroyer. Americans responded by targeting them. Every weapon. Complete lock. They're about to die, and they know it. Chinese frigate commander makes wise decision. Broadcast response. American warship, Yuncheng acknowledges. Laser was training error. No hostile intent. We are withdrawing. Training error. At 30 kilowatts. At American bridge. During international transit. That explanation convincing nobody. But diplomatic fiction allowing de-escalation. Captain Martinez accepts gracefully. Yuncheng acknowledged. Maintain safe distance. Any future incidents will be met with immediate military response. USS Mustin out. At 2:54 a.m., Chinese frigate turns away. Increasing distance. Maximum speed. 28 knots. Running. Fleeing. Humiliated. They attacked American destroyer expecting to blind and disable. Instead, triggered overwhelming response demonstrating technological inferiority completely. But USS Mustin maintains weapons lock. Fire control radar tracking. Following Chinese frigate. 5,000 meters. 7,000 meters. 10,000 meters. Message clear. We can destroy you anytime. Any range. Any circumstance. Remember this lesson. At 2:56 p.m., Chinese frigate exits beyond 20 nautical miles. USS Mustin secures weapon systems. Threat assessment, minimal. Chinese learned lesson. Demonstrated American capability. Mission continues. Freedom of navigation proceeds. International law upheld through technological superiority and professional restraint. Total engagement time, 3 minutes 14 seconds from laser attack to Chinese withdrawal. 0 shots fired, 0 casualties. Perfect demonstration of deterrence through capability. Chinese aggression defeated by automated response and overwhelming firepower readiness. Here's your tactical quiz. What defeated Chinese laser attack? A. Automated response. B. AEGIS capability. C. Fire control lock. Answer at the end. If you believe attacking U.S. warships triggers overwhelming response, type Global Warfare TV in the comments. The bridge crew recovers. Temporary blindness lasting 90 seconds. Vision returning gradually. Medical examines. No permanent damage. Protective eyewear prevented injury. But attack created temporary incapacitation. Dangerous during naval operations. Hostile act without question. Chinese violated international law. Laws of armed conflict. Naval warfare conventions. Everything. USS Mustin transmits complete incident report. Laser attack documented. Wavelength recorded. Power measured. Duration logged. Chinese frigate identified. Bridge crew statements. Medical evaluations. Everything preserved. Evidence comprehensive. Prosecution possible. Diplomatic protest certain. Strategic consequences inevitable. U.S. 7th Fleet Command receives report immediately. Chinese frigate attacked American destroyer with military laser. Automated weapons response forced withdrawal. 0 escalation but message delivered. Chinese aggression defeated through capability demonstration. Fleet Commander response. Excellent handling. Professional restraint while demonstrating overwhelming superiority. Chinese learned lesson without casualties. Exactly correct response. Document everything. This becomes training case study. At 4:47 p.m., U.S. State Department summons Chinese ambassador. Formal protest delivered. Evidence presented. Explanation demanded. Chinese ambassador claims training accident. Rogue officers. Disciplinary action promised. Standard diplomatic lies. Evidence proves intentional attack. Repeated pattern. Multiple previous incidents. Chinese military testing American responses. Discovering limits. Finding vulnerabilities. They discovered none. Found only instant overwhelming response. Automated targeting. Complete weapons lock. Professional execution. Strategic defeat. Regional implications prove significant. If Chinese attack American destroyer with laser, what happens to Allied ships? Japanese destroyers vulnerable. Australian frigates threatened. Korean vessels targeted. Regional navies recognize Chinese aggression. Increase cooperation with United States. Request American defensive technology. Purchase weapons systems. Everything flowing from September 12th demonstration. The technology validation proves valuable. Laser warning receivers detected attack instantly. AEGIS responded automatically. Fire control locked perfectly. Electronic warfare executed flawlessly. Every system performing beyond specifications. Decades of investment justified. Capability demonstrated. Excellence proven. Congressional hearings examined September 12th extensively. Technology explained. Automated response detailed. Results documented. Appropriations increased. Additional AEGIS destroyers funded. Laser defense systems enhanced. Electronic warfare upgraded. Because demonstrated capability justifies investment. Chinese attack validates expenditure. Professional response proves excellence. The Chinese frigate crew faces harsh consequences upon return. Commander relieved immediately. Officers court-martialed. Crew reassigned. Frigate stands down for investigation. Their laser attack brought international humiliation. Diplomatic protest. Strategic defeat. Technological inferiority exposed. Organizational embarrassment complete. Chinese Navy leadership conducts investigation. What led to laser attack? Who authorized? What expected outcome? Answers prove embarrassing. Attack planned. Command approved. Expected to disable American destroyer. Create vulnerability. Exploit weakness. But plan failed catastrophically. Americans responded instantly. Overwhelming force. Perfect coordination. Chinese assumptions proven false. American capability exceeding expectations. The psychological impact on Chinese Navy proves lasting. Nobody wants confrontation with American destroyers. Stories spread. Laser attack brought instant weapons lock. Complete targeting. Overwhelming response. Without human decision required. Automated defense protecting Americans. No hesitation. No delay. No mercy planned if Chinese escalated. Terror of American technology. Morale collapse. Recruitment suffering. American naval confidence soars. Technology works. Training validates. Automation succeeds. September 12th proves American destroyers cannot be disabled easily. Attacking bridge doesn't eliminate capability. Systems redundant. Automation protecting crew. Weapons responding independently. Superiority absolute. The doctrine revision proves necessary. Chinese using lasers against American forces. Non-lethal weapons. But hostile intent. Creating response dilemma. September 12th establishes precedent. Laser attack constitutes hostile act. Automated weapons response appropriate. Fire control lock justified. Escalation authorized if aggression continues. Clear rules established through demonstrated response. Allied navies study September 12th extensively. Automated defense protocols analyzed. AEGIS response examined. Fire control procedures reviewed. Electronic warfare tactics studied. Lessons incorporated into Allied operations. American expertise shared. Capabilities exported. Alliance strengthened. The satellite coordination contributed. Space-based surveillance detected Chinese frigate before laser attack. tracked continuously, behavior monitored, warning provided. USS Mustin prepared, space domain enabling surface success, multi-domain integration decisive. The intelligence exploitation continues. Chinese laser specifications measured, wavelength documented, power calculated, duration recorded, everything analyzed, countermeasures developed. Future attacks facing American forces prepared specifically for Chinese directed energy weapons. Advantage compounding through intelligence. Quiz answer. The correct answer is A with strong B and C elements. Automated response defeated laser attack, utilizing AEGIS capability and fire control lock. Automation responded in 1.7 seconds, faster than humans can decide. Speed essential when bridge crew blinded. Cannot rely on manual response when officers incapacitated. Automated systems protected ship. AEGIS capability enabled rapid targeting. Fire control lock demonstrated overwhelming force. But automation proved decisive. Instant response. Perfect execution. No hesitation. Chinese aggression defeated before humans fully understood situation. Automation dominates modern naval warfare. Which capability matters most in modern naval combat? Automation, fire control, electronic warfare? Can adversaries develop attacks defeating American automated systems? What happens when China deploys more powerful lasers? Future naval security depends on these questions. Answers determine defensive investments, offensive capabilities, technological development. Everything influenced by September 12th, proving automated defense systems essential modern warship survival. The September 12th operation validates decades of automation development, from mechanical fire control, through analog computers, to digital AEGIS, evolution continuous, speed increasing, accuracy improving, reliability perfecting. September 12th demonstrates automation essential, human decision-making too slow, machine response necessary, excellence achieved. American destroyer automation represents technological pinnacle. Sensors detecting threats instantly, computers calculating responses automatically, weapons orienting without human input, electronic warfare executing independently, complete system integration, seamless coordination, perfect execution, no adversary matches capability, Chinese laser attack exposed gap, American automation versus Chinese manual systems, outcome predetermined, Chinese defeat inevitable. Congressional appropriations increase following September 12th. Additional AEGIS ships authorized. Automation upgrades funded. Laser defense enhanced. Electronic warfare expanded. Because demonstrated capability justifies investment. Bridge crew protected proves value. Chinese defeat validates expenditure. Excellence demonstrated requires sustaining. The bridge crew medical examinations prove thorough. Ophthalmologists test vision. Neurologists assess cognitive function. Everything normal. Temporary blindness. Complete recovery. Protective equipment worked. Training succeeded. Personnel ready. But incident highlights laser threat reality. Chinese possess weapons. Will use them. American forces require protection. Technology providing defense. Investment justified operationally. Captain Martinez receives Navy Commendation Medal. Professional restraint under attack. Appropriate force demonstration. Perfect execution preventing escalation while delivering strategic message. His judgment exemplary. Decision-making flawless. Leadership inspiring. September 12th proves captain quality matters. Technology enables. Human judgment optimizes. Excellence requires both. USS Mustin crew receives Navy Unit Commendation. Collective performance under attack. Systems operating perfectly. Automation executing flawlessly. Coordination seamless. They maintained composure when Chinese attacked. Trusted technology. Followed procedures. Demonstrated excellence. Recognition deserved. The AEGIS combat system performance exceeded specifications. Detected laser attack, 0.3 seconds. Calculated response, 0.8 seconds. Executed targeting, 0.6 seconds. Total automation time, 1.7 seconds. Faster than human reaction. Faster than Chinese expected. faster than adversaries can counter. Speed dominates modern warfare. Automation provides speed. American technology provides automation. Superiority demonstrated. Laser warning receivers proved essential. Detected wavelength, measured power, calculated threat level, classified attack type. Everything automatic. Everything instant. Without sensors, automation cannot respond. Without detection, weapons cannot target. Investment in sensors enabled automation success. Complete system integration required. September 12th validates comprehensive approach. Fire control radar performance impressed observers. Locked Chinese frigate despite laser attack. Maintained track through evasion. Updated targeting continuously. Precision absolute. Range measured exactly. Speed calculated perfectly. Course predicted accurately. Everything required for weapons employment. Technology enabling lethal response. Chinese frigate crew knew. Americans ready. Capable. Lethal. Electronic warfare effectiveness proved significant. Jammed Chinese communications, disrupted navigation systems, confused fire control, isolated frigate from fleet support, degraded Chinese capability during crisis, psychological impact extensive. Chinese crew recognized technological inferiority, understood American superiority, felt vulnerability completely. Electronic warfare succeeding alongside kinetic readiness. The Chinese frigate Yuncheng returns to port humiliated. Commander relieved, officers disciplined, crew reassigned. Frigate stands down months, investigation extensive, conclusions embarrassing. Attack planned, approved by command, expected to disable Americans, created opposite effect, triggered overwhelming response, demonstrated Chinese inadequacy, exposed technological inferiority, strategic failure complete. Chinese Navy commander faces party interrogation. Why authorize laser attack? What expected outcome? How did planning fail? Answers inadequate. Assumptions wrong. Intelligence flawed. Capability overestimated. American response underestimated. Technological gap unrecognized. Strategic thinking deficient. Career destroyed. Example made. Pour encourager les autres. Future commanders cautious. The psychological warfare succeeds beyond kinetic results. Chinese Navy fears American destroyers. Laser attack brought instant overwhelming response. Complete weapons targeting. Electronic warfare attack. Ready for lethal force. No hesitation visible. No mercy planned. Terror of American automation. Nobody wants testing limits. Operational caution increases. Aggression decreases. Deterrence succeeds. American destroyer crews worldwide gain confidence. Technology protects. Automation responds. Systems work. September 12th proves capability. Bridge crew attacked. Automation defended. Weapons targeted. Chinese fled. Everything functioning perfectly. Morale soaring. Retention improving. Recruitment increasing. Excellence attracting best personnel. Organizational health optimal. Allied navies study automation extensively. British Type 45 destroyers reviewing protocols. Australian Hobart-class examining systems. Japanese Maya-class analyzing integration. South Korean Sejong-class studying coordination. American expertise sought. Technology requested. Training desired. Partnership valued. Alliance strengthened through demonstrated excellence. The technology export market expands dramatically. Regional nations purchasing AEGIS systems, fire control radars, electronic warfare equipment, laser defense systems. Everything demonstrated September 12th. Foreign military sales exceeding $8 billion following incident. Technology demonstration generating commercial success. Defense industry benefiting. American economy gaining. Strategic relationships strengthening. The doctrine development proves valuable. How to respond to non-lethal attacks. When automation appropriate. What escalation justified. Everything documented. September 12th establishes precedent. Laser attack constitutes hostility. Automated response authorized. Weapons lock appropriate. Fire if attacked again. Clear rules. professional standards. Strategic stability through demonstrated capability. The satellite coordination proved essential. Space surveillance tracked Chinese frigate continuously. Behavior monitored. Attack anticipated. USS Mustin warned. Prepared. Protected. Space domain enabling surface defense. Multi-domain integration proving decisive repeatedly. Investment justified comprehensively. Cyber warfare dimension emerged. Chinese frigate communications vulnerable. Encryption weak. Protocols hackable. Future attacks might disable Chinese systems remotely before aggression possible. Cyber operations complementing automated defense. Another domain advantage. Another capability gap. Another American superiority. The international legal framework supports American response. Laser attack violates laws of armed conflict. Targeting personnel prohibited. Blinding weapons banned. Chinese violated international conventions. American response legally justified. Self-defense authorized. Proportional force demonstrated. Restraint shown. Legal position unassailable. Diplomatic isolation assured. The environmental considerations minimal. No weapons fired. No pollution created. No damage inflicted. Perfect example of deterrence through capability. Violence threatened. Force readied. Destruction prepared. But restraint shown. Chinese withdrew. Crisis resolved. Environment protected. Strategic success without kinetic action. Optimal outcome. The media coverage proves favorable. American public supports destroyer protection. Congressional approval unanimous. Military community satisfied. Allied nations impressed. Chinese humiliated. Diplomatic position strengthened. American credibility enhanced. September 12th demonstrates technology working. Automation protecting. Deterrence succeeding. Chinese domestic media attempts damage control. Claims navigation light pointed accidentally. Training error. Rogue officers. Standard lies. Evidence contradicts everything. Military-grade laser. Sustained burst. Bridge targeted. Intentional attack. International media exposes falsehoods. Chinese credibility destroyed. The September 12th legacy endures permanently. Every naval officer globally studies engagement. Perfect automated response. Instant targeting. Complete weapons lock. Professional restraint. Textbook deterrence. Naval warfare evolved. American automation proven. Chinese laser ineffective. Strategic lesson taught. Never forgotten. Subscribe to Global Warfare TV, where Chinese laser meets automated response. Hit notification bell. Next episode, How Automation Changed Naval Warfare Forever. The technology will fascinate you. Like this breakdown? Comment which response impressed you most. Automated targeting? AEGIS speed? Electronic warfare? Your engagement shapes future content. This is Global Warfare TV, where Chinese frigate fires laser at American destroyer, where automated systems respond instantly, where complete weapons lock forces immediate retreat, where attacking U.S. warship brings overwhelming automated response demonstrating technological superiority, where September 12th proves modern American destroyers cannot be disabled easily, where automation protects crews, where Chinese aggression meets instant defeat. Subscribe, stay automated, stay superior, stay protected. Because modern naval warfare requires automated defense systems responding instantly to attacks. September 12th proved U.S. Navy provides that capability. 3 minutes from laser attack to Chinese withdrawal. Automated response. Complete weapons lock. Perfect execution. Zero escalation but overwhelming capability demonstrated. Chinese learned lesson. American technology superior. Automation dominant. Professional excellence absolute. South China Sea remains transited freely. International law remains upheld. Chinese aggression remains defeated. Not through escalation. Through automated response demonstrating capability. Overwhelming Chinese comprehension. September 12th marks day. China learned attacking American destroyers triggers instant automated response they cannot counter. Laser weapon proved ineffective. American automation proved decisive. Forever remembered as perfect demonstration why modern warships need automated defense protecting crews from hostile acts.